So here we go then, everybody. Welcome to another edition of A Game Day, the show where the Carry Army share their thoughts on all things town. And we're just fresh off the trip from Exeter here in the Pat John's Trophy knockout stages as Town take on Pompey here at Portman Road. A strong team. Let's get the team news from good old Segs. Let's go. Okay then, Segs, thanks for joining me. Team news just dropped. A strong team. Sam Morsey is starting. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised about Sam Morsey, to be honest. He hasn't started in this this trophy this season from memory, so I was quite surprised about that. I'm quite like how he's gone strong. So happy that Greg Lee's back. Obviously, he liked my sunglasses back in the fence only a few months ago, so sort of favourite of mine. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's got back on the road recovery, and I'd like to see a good performance from him tonight. Good to see Pan camera, obviously with Morsey in midfield, so that'll be good to see him get a start for us. Obviously Jackson up front, Harner starting. As we said, it's really, really strong. Keir at the back, Wolfen and Emerson at the back. Oh. Just compared to Pompey's team, which I think there's only Tunnicliffe and I can't remember the other player who's perhaps one of their starters. I can't remember off the top of my head. We've gone really strong and they haven't. So really, we should have this in the bag.
You hope.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. But of course, yeah. I want us to go far in this competition. It seems like McKenna's taken it far. I know it's a pointless trophy. It's a bit pointless.
Wembley, those prize.
That's what I was going to say. Like people like me, you, our generation, we don't know what's. I haven't been to Wembley. I haven't been to Wembley. Should have gone in 2000, but my dad can't hack it. Hi, Dad. But so he couldn't hack it at the time, so we didn't go. But so it'd be nice for people like us, our generation, actually go and have a day out at Wembley. I don't want playoffs. I want top two. So this is the way for us to get us to Wembley this year. Why not? I've been saying that ever since we've been in League One. I'd love to go to Wembley for this trophy. Didn't work under Lambert. Obviously we had COVID, didn't really care for it then, and now we've got a full strength team. Why not go for it? Get a trophy, get another trophy. It's tin pot, but get another trophy. Why not? Might as well. No reason why not to.
Right, bring it on then. Let's go. So another year out of the Pizza Trophy. Ipswich Town have lost 2-0 here against Pompey. George, first up. Your thoughts?
It's difficult because you've got to put it into perspective. It's a trophy that ultimately we don't care about. I obviously do care, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But, there is a little bit of perspective on it. Portsmouth didn't beat Ipswich. They beat George Edmondson. He was absolutely dreadful, and he's been dreadful for a while. Keogh again. You can excuse the odd mistake, but he was absolutely horrendous all night. And I don't want to single out players, but something's got to be said about him because it's not just in this tournament. It's across the league. We're
talking about Edmondson here, yeah.
Edmondson, yeah.
I thought you were about Keogh.
Keogh I've not seen enough of, and at his age, whatever.
Yeah,
but Edmondson, I don't know what's happened to him. He was one of our best players last year, and now he's just miles off it. And he's up there with Burns, really. Two of our best players from last year aren't doing it. The main problem for me, did that show a bit of a weak mentality from us? To have a stage like this, and we're still getting 5,000 here.
Fair play.
It was a bit gutless. It was a bit spineless, that performance, and that's what worries me. Especially losing to Portsmouth. I don't want to get carried away. They're chanting Cowley's at the wheel. If Cowley's at the wheel, I'm getting off the road because I hope Portsmouth do well in this competition because they've got no chance in the league whatsoever and victims of our own demise tonight. The referee, it is what it is. I always worry when I see a ref with a skin fade anyway, because
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well,
I'm not
obviously
I'm
not a ref, mate, but it's going to be about them. And it was again, and I don't know if it was a penalty. It certainly looked like it, but there's a few little question marks, creeping back up again. Defensively, we have really got to sort out. It was a great performance at Exeter, really good. And then we rotate the defence again, and they are just miles off it. And we've got to shape up. But perspective, we're still second in the league. No trip to Wembley again.
Oh, FA Cup final,
FA Cup final, yeah. And in a few years, if the Champions League final's there, we'll be all right. But yeah, disappointing, but let's carry on.
Top man. So next, I'm joined. I want to say good old Mark. I'm saying it anyway. I'm going to do the tap, but I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood, my friend. Disappointing
Not in the
evening.
mood to talk to me.
I'm always in the mood to talk to
I'll
you.
go
No, come back.
Alright, I'll come
I need thoughts. I need Coway Army thoughts. Frustrating night. We're out of the Pat John's Trophy. Last 32. Yeah.
Well, that's the last year going to be in it anyway, isn't it, to be honest?
Yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the bigger picture, this 3-game week, we've got 3 games and 3 different competitions. Out of the 3, this is probably the least important.
Yeah.
And we probably had the smallest pool of players to pick from. We didn't have Edwards after his suspension. Had me as cup tied. Then there's a few injuries coming off Saturday. I think
I bet there will be some small violins playing, but
yeah,
still we've got a lot of injuries.
I'm trying to justify it, but I think looking at the squad that went out there, I think once Harness went off, and I really hope he's okay and he's back soon. I think we looked a little bit devoid of ideas, and you look at the front 4, and it's no fault of theirs. And all the attacking options really. I think it was KVY and Greg Lee. Greg Lee obviously first game back from quite a serious injury. Panucci Kamara's first start. Still learning the system, and then once Harness come off, you got young lad Saziba. It's not on him to really win this game, and Caden Jackson. And I'm not going to. We've been here a million times with Caden Jackson. I don't need to go over it again. We know what he does well. We know what he struggles at, and it's more of what we expect from Caden Jackson when he's the lone striker tonight. And we probably should learn from that. But I think you can tell from the way McKenna lined up, that it's probably not our biggest priority tonight. And it would have been. I think we played well at the start. Again, it was until Harness went off that the game really changed and things slowed down and lack of movement, and it was a poor goal to concede. Great finish from Scarlett. If he wants to come to us and come to a better team in January, there you go. We'd probably need someone, to be honest. But no, and then I think once you get to about 70, 75 minutes and Albie Armin's coming on and Big Fred's being rested, he's making a sponge cake or whatever he's doing at home. If you know, you know. I think McKenna's probably looked at this one and gone, look, we're going to have to sacrifice one of these games. It's not what people want to hear. You probably don't want to be sacrificing games, but the way we are with injuries at the minute, it has to happen sometimes. We move on. We've got Buxton on Sunday before we get back in the league next month. Let's hope we get a few more bodies back out on the pitch for the next league game, and hopefully Buxton don't spring a surprise. Is that a water joke? Can I do that?
I like it.
Anyway,
Cheers.
Bye.
Okay, I'm now joined once again by Segs. Pre-match, my friend. We've looked at the team and went, that's pretty strong. Road to Wembley and all that. We're out.
Went up for it really, were we? Just one of those games. Wembley would have been nice. It is what it is. Performance wasn't great, to be fair. Portsmouth weren't great themselves. They took their chances. We didn't. Again, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think Harness going off didn't help our cause. But Harness proves, as did Aluko, that this competition isn't really worth it. We've lost 2 key players there now. Harness more so than Aluko, to be fair. But 2 key players there where we've lost in this competition now, and it's just we might as well not play these games anymore because they are going down like flies in these games. I mean, it's affecting our squad. We've already got enough injuries as it is. So to go out today, I'm not too bothered. We can focus on the league now. We go with that. League is priority. As I said, Wembley was nice. I said it before the game.
Yeah.
Nice to get to Wembley, but one day we'll get there. But they can have their moment. So absolute top. Shushed our fans after the game, or after they scored their second. I don't see what people saw in him when we got hurt after that Lincoln game. The only reason why he was rated was because of that Lincoln FA Cup game. He's done nothing. Cowley, Portsmouth are sitting 6th, I believe now. Or 7th. They've got 2 games in hand, but where are they and where are we? He can have his moment. If that's his cup final moment, then he can have that. I
think George mentioned like that. All that they got a little distraction now. They got the Papa John's Trophy now.
Yeah.
We'll full focus on the league, FA Cup, of course.
And look at last season, Rotherham. I know they went up top 2, but they had a little dip in form when they were going up to Wembley. We don't really need that. These games, we don't need these. So, in terms of today, I'm disappointed. It's frustrating to lose, obviously. Dream of a Wembley moment. We could have got that in this competition. We've been saying that every season, but we move on. I think, to be fair tonight, I think Edmondson proved why Burgess needs to start more often in that left. Now he's back in that left centre back role. I thought Burgess was solid on Saturday, and Edmondson made quite a few mistakes tonight. Again, whether it's because his head wasn't in it because of the competition, I don't know. I'm not going to I'm not going to say anything on those lines. But we focus on the league now. These players that start tonight, they're relevant, but like Keogh's not going to start in a league game unless really need to. So he was sloppy as well. We were just sloppy in general, I think, and we move on. With league's priority, we've got Bucks on Sunday. It'd be nice to get a third round tie.
Once one big.
So get Spurs away. Spurs away would be nice. That could be our Wembley trip this year, something like that. So, but we move on. It is what it is. League's priority.
Top man. Final man that is joining me tonight, and he's stuck around. Thank you very much, my friend.
No worries, my friend.
I know you like this competition. Like Andy Warren. Sorry, Andy. Another year out of competition. No Wembley for you. On us. Thoughts, my friend?
Oh, I kept tweeting like, it's the road to Wembley, it's the road to Wembley. The road to Wembley now is finished because hopefully we won't be in the playoffs. FA Cup will go a bit far, but hopefully that's the last time we play in this competition as a club for 50, 60 years because, on the game, we were bossing it and then Harnes got injured and then it was a bit of a warning really because we gave them 2 stupid corners, literally gave them to them. And then the goal, I think Edmondson's tried to be clever, try and pass it, cut it out. It was a good finish from Scarlett. Yeah. Decent play to be fair. But then after that, they had 2 chances. They should have been 2 or 3 up going to the break. And then we just got sloppy. But if we're going to be sloppy, let's be sloppy in a game like this. I know it's easy to say it now. It's the league that matters. Trip to Wembley or promotion. I know which one I want. But not much else to say really, Ross. It's just a bit disappointing tonight. Bit disappointing. I mean, could have been a penalty towards the end when it was 1-0. Send him given, not send him given. I'm not going to cry about it because that's football, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's a lot of reaction. Of course, in early rounds, we're like, or the group stage was like,
I was very excited.
Very excited, like, we road to Wembley and that stuff. But then you look at it and hindsight, you're like, priority league, of course, FA Cup. Hopefully, we should beat Buxton on Sunday. Click that up if we lose. But
famous last words, Roscoe. Famous last words.
Indeed. Let's quickly. We'll do podcasts, we'll do videos, but I just want to quickly end this video. What sort of team would you put out against Buxton? It's a different monster animal. What's the phrase?
Monster animal.
A monster. I don't know. You know the phrase. But it's a different game.
Animal.
Animal. That's the word.
Beast. Well said, Mr. Beck.
Thanks, Mark Beck over there. Yeah.
I think play possibly a near enough first team what we play against Fleet. We want to keep the players fresh, like Danastian to come back in. I think Kyle Edwards will get a start. Obviously, starter had me because he needs minutes.
Yeah, he does.
But I think if you're going to win a had me's probably 6 minutes. Bring Big Fred on because he's always getting goals, isn't he? Yeah. But last, I'd play the team who would nearly play against Fleetwood. To be honest, people say you need rest players, but I say, do you know how bad Harness is, or because Chapman weren't in the squad today? So, as again, we'll play the small violins for the Ipswich injuries, but they are mounting up, to be honest. Yeah. But that's why we've got the squad, and fingers crossed we win on Sunday. I'm so confused, bloody Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, and then it's on to Fleetwood again. The main focus is the league. Disappointed to go out tonight. This will be the last time I'm playing this trophy for 50, 60 years. I bloody hope. Up a town.
Thanks again for watching Game Day. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.